We are back with a brand new video. What is good, Heat Nation? In today's video, we're going to be reacting to more Miami Heat trades on the Miami Heat community on fanspo.com. You guys seem to love these videos, so I'm going to be, doing this video periodically until the off season's over. So yeah, this is another edition of it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. We are only 10 subscribers away from 2,000, which is actually like crazy to me. I cannot believe we're like that close. So if you guys are new to the channel, man, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me once we get to 2,000, whenever that is, but I do want to get there as soon as possible. Check out my second channel. I just dropped a new video where I did like a tier list for starting, or not starting point guards, but every point guard in the NBA from some tier maker site. And then hit up my Twitter, because I will be doing some spaces on there over these next couple of days. That'll be in the description. So a lot of stuff going on, but let's get right into it. We're gonna be looking at some of these trades. I'm doing all the new ones because there was some modifications to Oladipo's contract, so I don't want like any of the old ones to be there, because if he's potentially in a trade, he won't be in the old ones because he wasn't tradable before his contract got remodified. So the new ones, starting with Mavs get a shooter. This is from, I gotta give credit where it's due, Pulse Livid, shout out to you. Dorian Finney-Smith and Josh Green for Duncan Robinson and a second-round pick. Now, I honestly think that if you're throwing Duncan Robinson to a team, you're gonna have to give up a first-round pick at least. I think that a second-round pick is not gonna be enough for the Mavericks. I like Dorian Finney-Smith. I think he'd fit really well on the Heat. I actually would not mind him, like, I mean, at the starting power forward position, our options are kind of limited right now. So if he started at the power forward for us, it wouldn't be too bad, because he kind of fills that 3-and-D role really well. Josh Green is more of like a young player. I guess he's just here to just make the contracts work. Yeah, like this guy says 0 cents for the Mavs. Like, I think that, yeah, I think the Mavs are gonna, if they're gonna take Duncan Robinson's contract, I think they're gonna need some picks. But like this guy is saying, I don't know why the Mavs would trade a young asset and Dorian Finney-Smith, who was pretty good for them, for a Duncan Robinson, who's basically just a shooter. He's not the defensive presence that Dorian Finney-Smith is. But I mean, if I'm being a biased Heat fan, I would do it, but I gotta be unbiased on this channel. Next trade is Kyrie Irving and Harrison Barnes to the Heat. Kings get Duncan Robinson and Nikola Jovic, and then the Nets get Kyle Lowry, Haywood Highsmith, Omer Yurtseven, and 3 firsts. Now, obviously, Nikola Jovic cannot get traded because he was just signed as a rookie, so he can't officially get traded for 30 days, but you can still agree to a trade. Let's see what the people have to say. Kings do not want / need Duncan, dream on, blah blah blah. I mean, I actually don't think it's a bad trade for the Kings, because they're getting Nikola Jovic. I mean, Harrison Barnes is an expiring contract after this season. If you throw in a pick in there, I don't think it would be too far-fetched for the Kings not to do this trade, because although Duncan Robinson's contract is very big, you're getting like a very nice young piece, like a project, and Nikola Jovic, who's like one of the most highest upside players in this class. So I don't think it would be too far-fetched for the Kings not to do it. As far as the Nets are concerned, some people would say like giving up 3 first-round picks for Kyrie is a bit much, and I kind of would agree, because he's very unpredictable. He's in the last year of his deal. You don't even know if he's going to stay here long term. So you're giving up 3 first-round picks. If you don't win a championship, you're losing basically your whole future. You're basically losing all your future firsts. Omer Yurtseven, Haywood Highsmith, Kyle Lowry. This package is not too bad. I probably wouldn't give up 3 picks though. Like, I don't think the Nets need 3 first-round picks. Kyrie's basically gone anyway. His value is pretty low. I think if you put one of these Kings and you add them, put one of these picks and add them to the Kings, you probably have yourself a deal. I don't think the Kings would say no if they had some draft capital along with these 2 players, because Harrison Barnes, as good as he is, he kind of doesn't really fit their timeline as a guy who's like a veteran on their team. I mean, but I say that, and they're trying to push for the playoffs, but I still don't think that he fits their timeline for like the long term. This is a Donovan Mitchell trade posted by J-Man. Shout out to J-Man. He posted this one too. I forgot to shout him out on that Kyrie one. J-Man 9853. Heat get Rudy Gay, Donovan Mitchell, and Mike Conley. Jazz get Duncan Robinson, Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, Omer Yurtseven, Nikola Jovic, and 3 first-round picks. It's solid. It's not bad. I just don't think the Jazz are going to give Rudy Gay, Mike Conley, and Donovan Mitchell. I mean, Mike Conley and Kyle Lowry are basically, you just cancel each other out, I guess. They're similar levels, similar ages, and all that stuff. So if you look at Rudy Gay and Donovan Mitchell, for Robinson, Hero, Yurtseven, Jovic, and 3 firsts. I don't know if that's enough. I think forget Conley and Rudy Gay. Just go for Donovan Mitchell. And obviously, I don't know if it's going to happen because the Jazz said they have no intention of trading him. And he said he has no intention of requesting a trade. Did anyone comment on this? No. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that you should. I mean, Rudy Gay, I guess they want to go for him because he can be like a starting power forward option. I get that, but for now, man, I would just focus. If you're trading with the Jazz, forget all the other pieces that they have. Just get Donovan Mitchell. You won't even have to give up Kyle Lowry in that trade. You can keep him. You'll probably have to give up these 4 and some picks. And that would probably be the Donovan Mitchell package. Now, if you're adding Rudy Gay on top of that, you're probably gonna have to give up something more. So I would just go for Mitchell. Forget Rudy Gay and Conley for now. Moving on to another trade from J-Man again. These guys going crazy. Rudy Gay and Harrison Barnes to the Heat for Robinson, Jovic, and a second. So they did the same trade as before, except he added a second here. And then the Jazz get Omer Yurtseven. I mean, it's not bad. Like, I don't think it's a bad option at all. I think the Kings would probably need a first, but I don't know why the Jazz are giving up a pick here because Rudy Gay is better than Yurtseven right now. I know Yurtseven is young, but they shouldn't be the one giving up the pick here. Is anyone saying anything? Nope. I mean, these are all new trades, probably that's why. But it's not a bad option. I just don't see the need of getting both of these players. I think just getting one of them is fine. Like Rudy Gay and Harrison Barnes are basically 3-and-D players. I would target Harrison Barnes before Rudy Gay because Harrison Barnes is a better defender. But I just don't see the need of getting both of these players. I think you can get one and be fine. Like I don't think you need both of them. OG to the Heat, is the image even here? Is the trade even here? Okay, it is because it didn't pop up on the preview. OG Anunoby for Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, and 2 picks. The Raptors are not doing that trade, bro. I'm sorry. There's no way the Raptors do that. I was waiting for a Raptors fans to start flaming this dude, but I mean it's not a bad option. OG Anunoby is a really, really good player, but I just don't see any way why the Raptors would do that trade. Because he is a young player himself and he has tremendous potential. Like if you see OG Anunoby's stats without Scottie Barnes, it's very eye-opening. This dude averages like 27 points a game without Scottie Barnes. So like if he's like on a team where his role is not restricted, dude, he could be a really, really good player. So I don't think the Raptors would do that trade. I think this is a 5-team trade. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. We're just here to see, what this trade would entail. Yo, you expect me to look at all this? How many picks are the Nets getting? So they're getting Westbrook, Bertans, Bam, Robinson, Hero, Yurtseven, Jovic. Pacers get Dwight Powell, Talen Horton-Tucker, Josh Green in a second. The Heat get Kevin Durant, Miles Turner, and a first from the Nets. The Lakers get Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving, and a first. What do the Mavericks get, guys? I don't see a need for them to be involved. Ben Simmons. This is a lot. This is a lot to process. Like my head is hurting looking at this trade. And this is why I usually don't look at 5-team deals. I shouldn't have looked at this one because now I'm trying to figure out what's going on. All right, let's look at the Nets first. Okay, so the Nets are giving up Durant, Kyrie, Harris, and like 2 picks, and Ben Simmons. So they're giving up their 3 best players, Joe Harrison, 2 picks. They're getting back Westbrook's expiring contract, Davis Bertans, who's on a long contract for 3 more years. Him and Robinson are basically on the same deal. Bam and Hero, Yurtseven, and Jovic are very good pieces. I just don't see why the Nets, you got 3 picks from the Heat, 2 from the Lakers. I don't see why the Nets would do that deal for the Kyrie Irving deal. You're getting Russell Westbrook and 2 picks. That's not enough to me. I think you're gonna need Talen Horton-Tucker. Yeah, that Kyrie Irving deal is not enticing for the Nets. I'm pretty sure I don't think it would be a far-fetched for the Nets to do this. Like they're getting Bam, Hero, Yurtseven, Jovic, Robinson, and 3 first-round picks for Kevin Durant. I don't think that's a bad return at all. Yeah, you're giving up Ben Simmons, which I think would need the Mavs to give up more than just Davis Bertans and 2 picks. So I think if that was fixed up, if the Mavs actually gave up something of value, because Ben Simmons, as much as he gets joked on and stuff like that, dude, Davis Bertans is not enough for him. And 2 picks. Like, you need more there for the Mavericks. The Pacers, I guess they're involved because Miles Turner's in this trade. I think this is a pretty decent return for Miles Turner. This is a good return. So I think the Pacers will be happy. The Heat will be happy because they're getting KD. I mean, Miles Turner can be that 5. You're still missing the 4. From the Heat's perspective, I do not want to give up Bam, and I don't think that we can win a championship without Bam and Jimmy and a 3rd star. So I don't know if I would do this deal because you're giving up so many stuff for the future, and the risk about Kevin Durant is that you don't know when he can get unhappy and want to request a trade. Like, he's just very unpredictable. So I don't think this team would win a championship if we gave up Bam and we got Miles Turner and Kevin Durant, and if we gave up all these other players, because you're losing shooting, you're losing depth, and you're losing your best defender. I know Miles Turner is a good defender, but he's not the presence that Bam is on the perimeter. Like, especially because the Heat switch so many pick and rolls. There's no way Miles Turner can move his feet that well enough to guard the point guards on the perimeter. So although like this would be pretty fun to watch, I just don't know if that's putting us over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might, because you have KD and Jimmy. You still have Jimmy. You still have Kyle. And Miles Turner. It's not a bad team. It's still like a very like championship contender for sure. I'm just very scared that this team, like, if we don't win a championship with this squad, like are we gonna regret giving up all these future assets and these young pieces and stuff? So I would try to my main thing is try to keep Bam and Jimmy around and try to add a 3rd star to them, because we're not that far away, bro. We were 1 shot away. I don't think people understand. A lot of people want to make wholesale changes and stuff. I'm all for making changes, but you shouldn't be blowing up your roster when you were 1 shot away from going to the finals. I don't think we're that far away. We just need some more, you know, boost as far as half court scoring and the power forward position. Apart from that, I think we're solid. I don't think we need to, you know, reformulate the roster and reinvent the wheel. I think we'll be fine. The Lakers will happily say yes, and yeah, they'll say yes. I'm sick and tired of the Kyrie to the Lakers thing. The Mavericks will say yes as well. They're getting Ben Simmons basically for free. I guess they're giving up Dwight Powell and Josh Green here, but I don't think the Mavericks will say no. They just got JaVale McGee. They got Christian Wood. I don't think Dwight Powell is anything that you need to be worried about. Josh Green hasn't really done anything in his season so far. Bertans is a big contract. You're giving up 2 picks, but you're getting Ben Simmons. I think the Mavs and the Lakers and the Pacers are happy. I think the Heat and the Nets, we'll see. But that was a lot. Let's get to some more simpler trades. Okay, here we go. Spurs and Heat swaps and assets. I didn't even look at to see the comments for this 5-team one. Let me just see what people are saying. Mavs out. Why would the Mavs be out, bro? I'm just curious. Let's see. Okay, he would want Turner over Simmons. I agree with this guy. I think the scrutiny of Simmons has been kind of overblown, because I think he is the butt of a lot of jokes, and he has been over the past couple of years. But Ben Simmons is not a liability on offense. Yes, maybe like sometimes, but I think like that was just because he was just in his own head in that series and against the Hawks. I think that Ben Simmons is still a very good player. I think you know, people will realize that once he comes back and plays. Heat make a move. I think this is Kyle Kuzma for Robinson and a 1st. I don't think the Wizards would say yes to this. We'll see. Does everyone say this in the comment section below? Let's see. No one said anything. I don't think the Wizards would say yes. Yeah, you're giving up a pick and you're giving up Robinson, but I think Kyle Kuzma is very solid. And then Vernon Carey's a young big. You might have to throw in maybe a second, or I think it would have to be the Harrison Barnes package. You would have to throw in Jovic as well in here. I know a lot of people don't want to, and a lot of people might just say this is enough. I just don't see the Wizards doing the trade. You got to realize Duncan Robinson is not valuable right now. He's only been being thrown into this trade to make the money match up. He's basically, you know, valueless because his contract is so big and his production is not even close to where his contract lies right now. So, yeah, I don't think the Wizards would say yes to that. Let's go up to... All right, PJ replacement. I think this is Jonathan Isaac. Is it Jonathan for Duncan straight up? And a 1st lottery protected? Come on, man. The Magic are not saying yes. Again, you have to be willing to give up more assets. And this guy tried to be stingy and give up a lottery protected 1st instead of an unprotected 1st. Like, you got to be willing to give up some stuff. If you're making a trade, the trade has got to, unless you're just going to fleece everyone, which I don't think every GM in the league is stupid. the trade has got to make you feel, you know, bad, or like not bad, but like just, you know, you shouldn't be feeling 100% happy with the trade because you have to be giving something up. Okay, here's a Cam Reddish trade, and this is interesting because Cam Reddish was actually linked to Miami. Sign and trade Cam Reddish. Is Cam Reddish a free agent? I guess it's maybe just an extension or something. Yeah, Cam Reddish and Mitchell Robinson for Duncan. Come on, man. Why would the Knicks do that trade? Why would the Knicks do that trade? Mitchell Robinson, I don't even think can be traded. Because I'm pretty sure he just signed a 4-year, $60 million deal. So I don't think he can be traded. And then, why would they trade Cam and Mitchell Robinson, who are young assets, for Duncan Robinson, bro? Come on, bro. We gotta be less biased with these trades. We gotta think as, you know, real NBA fans. I'm pretty sure the comments are flaming this dude too. Yeah, the Knicks fans are mad. The Knicks fans are mad. As expected. I would be mad if I was a Knicks fan with that trade too. Like, come on, that's a terrible trade. Shout out to Perez JN for making this one. Duncan Robinson, year 7 and a first. Miles Turner, Cam Reddish, Knicks get Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic. Dude, the Knicks walk out and they say they're so happy with that deal. Because I don't think Cam Reddish is worth all this. I was just talking about how I had to be, you know, less biased, but I don't think this is biased either. I think that Jovic, Caleb Martin, and 2 firsts and a second for Cam Reddish is a lot. Especially looking at what Cam Reddish got traded for before and looking at his value right now, who he's not really playing in the Knicks. I think the Knicks would just be here and be like, thank you. Like, give me this trade any day of the week. I don't think the Knicks would say no at all. The Pacers, on the other hand, might say no because, I mean, they might and they might not at the same time, but I think they would want a young asset. I think if you threw Jovic to Indiana and, yeah, if you threw Jovic to Indiana, and then Caleb Martin is here. I don't want to give up Caleb Martin, man. I really like Caleb Martin, but I guess you might have to if you have to make the money match. Whoever will be here, you have whoever here, and you have a couple firsts, or maybe 1 first or 2 firsts. I think that would be a more fair trade for all our parties. I think you are dreaming. I really like Cam. I mean, this Knicks fan is mad for some reason. I don't think the Knicks would. I think the Knicks would take that deal, my boy. I think the Knicks would take this deal. I don't think it's that far fetched at all. You're getting Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic, 2 firsts and a second for a dude who has not played. Like, he's not in the rotation. So I don't think his value is that high. He's a young asset. He's a really solid potential player, but he just does not play. So, like, I don't think his value is anything super high. But yeah, I think that's where we might wrap up the video. There's a lot more trades here. Shout out to the Jimmy Butler thing that I just saw that. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up the video here, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. I'll see y'all later as always. Peace.